Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Excited for this one?
Yeah, this one is going to be interesting. Today, we're diving into, a philosophical argument for the existence of God.
Okay.
And this is not your typical theological debate.
Mhm.
This one comes from the mind of Ibn Sina, a 10th century polymath,
Wow.
who you might know in the West as Avicenna.
Okay.
And he came up with this thing called the proof of the truthful.
Okay.
And get this, it relies solely on logic and reason.
Interesting.
No scriptures,
Uh-huh.
no dogma,
Yeah.
just pure brain power.
It's really fascinating how he approached this.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't just a philosopher. He was a physician, astronomer, poet. Talk about a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
Yeah, like the OG Renaissance man.
Exactly. But with the proof of the truthful, he really wanted to see if reason alone could lead us to the divine.
Okay, now you've got me hooked. So how does he even begin to tackle this, right? Proving God's existence without referencing any religious texts. Sounds like a pretty tall order.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, he starts with a simple yet really profound idea.
Okay.
And that is that everything that exists fits into one of two categories.
Right.
Things that exist necessarily and things that exist contingently.
Okay, let's break that down. Contingently, meaning they could exist or they might not.
Exactly.
Kind of like depending on the situation.
Yeah, exactly. Think of a tree.
Okay.
Ibn Sina uses this example.
Okay.
It exists because of certain conditions, a seed, soil, water, sunlight.
Yeah.
You take any of those away and poof, no more tree.
Right.
So its existence is contingent upon other factors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But what about things that exist necessarily?
Right,
What
yeah.
does that even mean?
Now get ready for the mind bender. Okay.
Okay, hit me.
So Ibn Sina argues that if absolutely everything existed contingently, meaning everything depended on something else, we'd have an infinite chain of causes going back forever and ever and ever.
Okay.
Right? Like imagine like a cosmic game of dominoes with no first domino.
Okay. Whoa, that's starting to make my head spin.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture that it's impossible.
It's logically impossible, right?
Yeah.
It's like a staircase that never ends with no ground floor.
Right.
So Ibn Sina says there must be something that exists on its own without needing any other cause. This is what he calls the necessary existent. It's the ultimate first cause.
So the necessary existent is like the bedrock of reality.
Yes.
Without it, the whole universe wouldn't even exist.
Exactly. It's like a house of cards. You pull one out from the bottom, so the whole thing crumbles, right?
Right.
So that's contingent existence. Everything depends on something else.
Yeah.
But the necessary existent, that's the solid foundation that allows everything else to stand.
That's a really powerful image. But if everything we see, everything we are, depends on this necessary existent, it kind of makes you wonder, what are its qualities?
Right.
What is this necessary existent actually like?
That's where it gets even more intriguing.
Okay.
So he starts to explore what logically must be true about this being, and that's where we'll dive in next.
So we've established that this necessary existent is like the bedrock of reality.
Right.
The ultimate cause of everything else.
Yes.
But what else can we deduce about it?
Right.
What's it actually like?
Well, one of the key qualities Ibn Sina attributes to the necessary existent is absolute oneness.
Oneness. So you're saying there can only be one necessary existent.
That's right.
Why is that?
Well, imagine two lamps in a room, each claiming to be the only source of light. Just their very claims contradict each other. Right? There can only be one ultimate source.
Okay.
So in the same way, Ibn Sina argues that if there were multiple necessary existents, they would inherently limit each other.
I see. So they wouldn't be truly independent.
Exactly.
They wouldn't be the ultimate cause because they'd be dependent on each other in some way.
Exactly, yeah. Multiple necessary beings would imply a need for something else I'll see to make their existence possible.
Right, yeah.
Which totally contradicts the whole idea of being necessary.
Right.
So he concludes that the necessary existent must be utterly unique and indivisible, absolutely one.
Okay, so far we got this picture of the necessary existent. It's one, it's independent, it's the ultimate cause of everything else. It's starting to sound a lot like how people describe God, isn't it?
You're picking up on something crucial there, and here's where it gets even more interesting.
Yeah.
Remember, Ibn Sina is reaching these conclusions through pure philosophical reasoning.
Yeah.
But his description of the necessary existent aligns amazingly well with the Islamic concept of God known as Tawhid.
Wow. So even though he's not relying on religious texts or doctrines,
yeah, exactly,
his logic leads him to a concept that's very much in line with Islamic theology.
Exactly. And this speaks to the power of his approach, right?
Yeah.
He's demonstrating that profound truths about existence, truths that have theological implications, can be accessed through the power of reason alone.
That's pretty mind-blowing. It's like he's bridging the gap between philosophy and faith.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, did Ibn Sina's ideas just stay within the realm of philosophical debate?
Right.
Or did they have a wider impact?
Oh, his ideas definitely didn't stay in a vacuum.
Okay.
Ibn Sina's proof of the truthful had this ripple effect that influenced thinkers across different cultures and religions for centuries.
Okay.
Thinkers like Al-Ghazali, a prominent Islamic theologian, engaged deeply with Ibn Sina's work.
So other scholars were building upon his ideas.
Yes.
Debating them.
Yeah.
Taking them in new directions.
Absolutely, yeah. And it wasn't just confined to the Islamic world either.
Okay.
Jewish philosopher Maimonides, known for his work The Guide for the Perplexed, incorporated elements of Ibn Sina's thought into his own philosophical and theological explorations.
Wow.
And even Thomas Aquinas, cornerstone of Christian theology, grappled with Ibn Sina's proof of the truthful in his own writings.
That's incredible. So Ibn Sina's ideas transcended cultural and religious boundaries.
Yeah.
Sparking these dialogues and debates that continue to this day.
They do.
It really speaks to the enduring power of his reasoning and the profound questions he dared to ask.
Absolutely. And what's remarkable is that even though these ideas were conceived over 1,000 years ago, they still resonate with us today. It's a testament to human curiosity.
Yeah.
And our innate desire to understand the universe and our place within it.
It's like we're all on this intellectual journey trying to make sense of existence. Yeah. And Ibn Sina, through his proof of the truthful, gave us a powerful framework for that exploration.
It is.
But where do we go from here?
Right.
How do we apply these profound concepts to our own lives and understanding of the world?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it leads us to the heart of why Ibn Sina's work remains so relevant today. It's not just about the conclusions he reached, but the process he used to get there.
Okay, so we've explored this fascinating concept of the necessary existent and its implications.
Yeah.
But it all feels a bit abstract,
Right.
How does this actually connect with our everyday lives?
Right.
With our own search for meaning?
Well, what's so compelling about Ibn Sina's approach is that he doesn't just give us a rigid answer.
Okay.
He acknowledges that while reason can lead us to certain truths, there's always more to explore, always deeper layers of understanding to uncover.
And so it's not about having all the answers neatly tied up with a bow, but about embracing the journey of discovery itself.
Precisely. Ibn Sina's proof of the truthful isn't a destination, it's a launch pad.
Okay.
It encourages us to use our own reason and logic, just as he did, to grapple with life's big questions. What does existence mean?
Wow.
What's our purpose? These aren't easy questions, and Ibn Sina knew that.
Yeah, it's kind of inspiring, actually.
Yeah.
Even though he lived centuries ago, his ideas challenge us to think critically, to question our assumptions, and to never stop seeking truth, no matter where it leads.
And that's perhaps the most important takeaway from Ibn Sina's work. It's a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge, the quest to understand our place in the universe, is a lifelong endeavor. Yeah. It's about constantly pushing the boundaries of our understanding, just like Ibn Sina did.
It's like he's inviting us to join him on this incredible intellectual adventure, to look at the world with fresh eyes and ponder life's biggest mysteries.
And remember, Ibn Sina believed that understanding God was the highest goal of human inquiry. And his proof of the truthful shows us how powerful the human intellect can be when it comes to exploring these profound concepts and searching for truth.
It's amazing to think that we can all engage in these deep questions just like Ibn Sina did.
Yes.
Using our own minds to explore the nature of reality.
Exactly. It's about keeping that spark of curiosity alive, questioning, exploring, and seeing where your own intellectual journey takes you.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
I
want to leave you with the final thought-provoking question. What resonated with you most
Yeah.
from Ibn Sina's approach?
Good questions.
What questions does this spark for you about existence, reason, and faith?
We encourage you to continue exploring these ideas and keep diving deep into the mysteries of the universe and our place within it.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the mind of Ibn Sina. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep diving deep.